Hello and welcome to No Man's Sky and a new playthrough. I hope you'll join me as we explore the many planets that we come across in our adventures, and we'll take some photographs. I've been set a few tasks by some friends as we start off this new playthrough. 3 pictures to see if we can find. If you're new to No Man's Sky, it's a space game. Involves a lot of exploring, a lot of gathering of resources, a lot of fighting. There is an unlimited amount of things to do. So this is our starting planet. Looks like it might be a bit of a hot one.
Jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete. Thermal protection falling.
So here's a reminder that first task was to take a picture of your first in-game view. So I will. Let's have a look. Let's see what the first in-game view is. Well, it could be this. But when the game first launched, the image was a little bit more like this, and if you have a look close, there's a little fella there peeking behind a rock at us, watching us take our picture. Oh, little fella. So there we go, photo 1 in the bag. Just 2 more to go then on this inaugural episode. Now as we adventure through many solar systems, in many galaxies, we'll be doing a lot of gathering. I'll try and cut as much bit as I can out. Some essential items that we do need, we'll need to hunt down. They'll enable us to build and update our equipment. So as we're starting a game, we're just getting set up with the basics. Now, even though I played No Man's Sky back at launch, I only played for maybe 20-30 hours, and it was always on my to-do list to return to it. But I have to say, with the New Worlds update, I jumped back in, and I am so glad that I did. The changes to this game are unbelievable. It's like a completely different game, and I've been having so much fun in it. At the moment, we're looking for some yellow flowers to power up our hazard protection. And I've found some here behind this rock. Only I can't find them. Are they behind the rock? Nope. Can't blow up that rock. Are these the yellow flowers? No. Are these the yellow flowers? No, too many yellow flowers. Let's have a look over the hill instead. There's the yellow flower that we need. Thankfully we can update our hazard protection.
Technology recharging. Starship signal detected.
This game just looks absolutely stunning now. If you're wondering, I'm playing on the Xbox, although No Man's Sky is available I think on all platforms now, even on the Mac and the Switch. Of course, in the early stages of any game you tend to go through a tutorial. The No Man's Sky tutorial is very in depth and you can work your way through it for hours and hours. There's so much to do and to see as a new player.
Technology recharging. Technology recharging.
One of our first tasks in game is to locate our spacecraft. I have a funny feeling that might be it. And that gives a great opportunity. Remember that second task was capture flying. Well, you need a spacecraft to capture flying. So if we capture this spacecraft, have we captured the ability to fly? It's a tenuous link. Oh, I'm going to claim it though. Let's take another photograph. There we go, snapshot 2. We've captured flying. Oh hello, another big red ball talking to us. Traveller anomaly detected. Do you think it's talking about us?
Thermal protection falling.
Let's see if we can find anything interesting in these boxes. When you start any new game, it's always good to have a play around with the controller settings. What I'm trying to do here is find a setting that means I don't have to hold down the right thumbstick. That wasn't the right setting though. Instead I've inverted one of the other controls, and that doesn't go very well. So here we go, our first time in our ship. Let's see if it recognizes us. It does, thank goodness. Now, why would you want substituted data? You want the data or no data? What's it substituting data with? Is it making it up? Well, it's giving us instructions on how to fix the ship, so I suppose we should be thankful, really. So this is our next tutorial task, to repair our spacecraft. And it's going to guide us through building, fixing, restoring, moving equipment, items. And while we're at it, we'll have a bit of an organisation of our bag. If you're a No Man's Sky player, how do you organise your bag, your cargo? What do you put where? Blimey, that gave me a heart attack then. Looks like some other adventurers have come to pay us a visit. Right, so now we need a hermetic seal. Now, where are we going to get one of them from? Oh, let's follow the little mission icon. Perhaps that will help us. Where's the big red ball again?
Alert. Navigational data received.
Looks like that's where we're going to need to go to get our hermetic seal. The big red ball spoke. Oh, who's this?
Thermal protection falling.
I don't know, but I didn't quite fancy getting too close. Alright, where are we going? That way. Whilst we head out, I think we'll have a look for some more yellow plants. Although I do get a bit trigger happy.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
When I first looked up to the sky, I thought, wow, there's no storm coming. But then the clouds started looking ominous. The storm was rolling in. And as I got closer to the destination, it only worsened. Visibility was dropping. The temperature was rising. I still couldn't find enough sodium plants.
Thermal protection falling. Thermal protection falling.
The ominous music grew louder and louder.
Thermal protection falling.
So I ran faster and faster. Still the destination looked to be miles away.
Weather update. Storm clearing. Thermal protection falling.
Thankfully though, the storm began to clear. The nice, gentle, relaxing music came back. And I could enjoy the beautiful surroundings and the fantastic views. And we also found some more sodium, so that was nice. Finally then, we saw our destination come into view. Looked like an outpost of some kind.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
And it looks like we've been left something to help us on our way. And there we go. The hematic seal. Just what we wanted. Was kindly left for us. But before we go, let's have a nosy around, see if there's anything else of interest we can find. A specimen. And some money. I'm not sure what kind of specimen. It was in a jar. I'm just hoping it wasn't that kind of specimen. Anything in here? No. And don't forget this big fiery piece of equipment. What have we got here? Oh, some poop. And a module, an S-grade module. So that's pretty good. I'm not sure whether we can use it or not yet. But I'm sure it'll come in handy at some point.
Thermal protection falling.
So let's put it in. Oh, excellent. It does look like it's working. That should keep us a little safer as we adventure on this hot planet. Now I'm having a think. Our third photograph needs to prove that this is a space game. So while I'm running around and exploring, I'm going to be keeping my eye out for an epic view that suggests we are in a space game. If you see a view that you think we should take a photo of, pop it in the comments. It'll obviously be a bit too late and I will have missed that opportunity, but you can laugh at me. So I've spent about an hour and a half gathering some resources, blowing up yellow plants. I don't know what it is I've got against yellow plants. Blowing up rocks, collecting crystals to get us in a good steady for our adventures to come. And of course, we're going to try and identify as much as we can and catalogue it. When No Man's Sky first launched, I spent a lot of my time cataloguing and renaming the things that I would find. And I think naming of creatures in particular is a really interesting part of the game. So we're just getting out the last few animals scanned as we head on our journey, our adventure, the hunt for photographs. And we come across these fellas again. They are so bizarre. Now I went on a little side trek. Saw something that looked interesting, this salvage container. I went to track it down all the way around this, what looks to be a dead volcano. But unfortunately when I got there was nothing there, or it was, I just couldn't get to it. So I left and carried on my journey and got treated to another wonderful view. Finally though, we did make it back to the ship, thank goodness. You'll be pleased to know. We're not going to fix it up until we've taken another photograph. Getting the angles right. Now I might replace the fly-in photograph with this one instead. It's my game, my rules. And this is where I decide to switch back the controls that I'd inverted earlier back to normal. And I also found the button I was looking for that was under accessibility.
Component repaired. Technology repaired.
We've fixed the ship. Oh no, we haven't. It's a never-ending struggle. However, this shouldn't take us too long. Well, if I wasn't messing around with buttons and controls that I didn't understand. Ignore that, Simon, come on.
Thermal protection falling.
So finally then, we get to fix up our thrusters. No, we haven't. We need something else.
Technology recharge.
So now we can sit and watch the machine spin round and round. And then of course I had the right idea that we didn't have to sit and watch the machine spin round and round. We could actually look at some of the beautiful view while it was doing its thing. We could be taking in our lush surroundings. And voila! Our job is done. And we can fix our launch thrusters.
Technology repaired.
So finally then, we can jump in our ship and head to the stars. But not until we've organised our bags once again. That should do it. Oh no, we'll just have a play around again. So finally then, we can jump into our ship and head to the stars. This time we're actually doing it. Of course, this being an in-game photography channel, we couldn't take off without actually taking a photograph of our first flight. And so even though I've already taken the photograph for the second task, we've got a backup spare, just in case that first one doesn't quite meet the mark. Look at that, absolutely beautiful photograph. And we head off into the stars. And I guess this is where our adventure really does begin. And whilst we'll need to do quite a bit more gathering and a bit more updating of our items and belongings, at least we've set off on a journey into who knows what, with many views with which we can hopefully take some fantastic photographs. And just as our journey begins, it comes to a screeching halt. We get stopped in our tracks. Somebody wants to talk to us. Let's find out who it is. And where's it going to send us?
Alert. Navigational data received.
After a bit of flying around, I did actually find the right planet. Follow the little icon, it's that easy. So I headed down to a new planet to try and decipher this mysterious message. And unlike our last planet that was hot, this planet is cold, full of ice and snow. And a strange looking building with a planet hovering above it, which offers us another photo opportunity, and we're going to take it. if we can get the right angle. Now when taking these photographs, I also try and keep in mind that I'll be posting them to Instagram. And I'll be using the square format. So as well as getting the fantastic landscapes, I'm also going to try and get a more squared off image that will translate when we upload it to Instagram. So our second planet of this game so far, and another first contact. And any guesses what we're going to do? Yep, we're going to scan things.
Units received. Thermal protection falling.
Now we're going to shoot things. But we are looking for a signal, so I'll try not to get too carried away. There we have it, off in the distance, the place where we need to be. "16, 16, 16. I have no idea what those numbers mean. Perhaps we'll find out as we play further into the game. But we did get a base computer. And a terrain manipulator. So now we can do even more blowing stuff up. We can blow stuff up on a big scale. Of course, it's not going to let us blow anything up until we install it.
Technology installed.
And make its components, which shouldn't be too difficult. So terrain manipulator fully installed.
Thermal protection falling.
think it only right that we test it out. Yep, that works. Wasn't what I was exactly planning on doing, but at least we know it works.
Units received.
And in the distance, I spy a cave.
Received.
So I think it'd be rude not to go and have a nosy around the cave.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
And so began another hour and a half of complete destruction and turmoil. As I scanned things, mined things, shot things, blew things up, so much so that after the hour and a half my Xbox was beginning to smoke. But we did find some subterranean relics on our way, and we'll try and sell those later on, I think, for a bit of money. And as you can see, after so much shooting and blowing things up, we started having some graphic issues. The lights were flashing, and it was time to end this play session, switch the Xbox off, let it cool down a bit. But not before remembering that we still had another photograph to take.
Thermal protection falling.
The third task, of course, was this is a space game. Prove it. And so, in between the graphics, flashes and errors, we managed to snap our final picture of this inaugural episode. And that's it. Success. We completed all 3 tasks. We've started our journey into the universe, and we've had a jolly good time whilst we've been doing it. As you can see, I did swap out that second picture for the darker one. And if you want to have a look at these photographs, they are on the Instagram account, .photographic. All the space pictures are on starfield.photographic, so head over there and have a look. And if you've got a suggestion of something that you'd like me to take a photograph of, or a challenge, then put in the comments and we'll try to do that on a future journey.